My name's Will, and I've worked in frontline services for just over 4 years, specifically at learning disability support work. Physically and verbally assaulted. Verbally, yes, many times. Happens quite a lot on most shifts I'm in. Physically, only a handful of times because the type of people that I'm supporting. But yeah, I've had objects thrown at me. I've had people punch me, kick, bite, pinch me, spit on me, things like that. In the moment, you don't really have a lot of time to think about it, like when it's happening, so you just sort of have to get on with what you're doing, just mask it, push it to the back of your mind. But it's when, if you're on a break or if you're at home after the shift that you start to think what's happened and go over it in your head, and it can make you feel quite low, to be honest, quite down. The leading factors for stress and burnout for frontline workers are, I do think understaffing is a big one, because especially where I work, and similar places, if there's not a core staff team and we're using a lot of agency, that means we can sort of doing like double the job, if that makes sense. So that can add to stress. I also think that I do think poor management, to be honest, comes in. It's a big part of it. I think if the management team don't listen to their staff properly, then it can lead to people just sort of giving up or being, everything just gets too much. Long hours as well. Where I work, we do 15-hour shifts, and often they can be like back to back sometimes. So I think, if you're constantly doing that all the time, there's not much chance for you to just reset. You're going back into it straight away, it seems like. Things that help me to reduce work-related stress for me is when I leave the service after my shift, I really do try to just not really forget about it, but just leave it there. So I don't try and take anything home with me, because I think when that starts to come into your personal life, that's when you need to have a clear line. I like socializing. I love music. That's important to me. Just nature as well. I like going on walks. Just because a lot of work can be really busy, and you're surrounded by a lot of people all the time, so sometimes it's nice to just take yourself out of the situation and calm down a little bit. That helps me. But I do talk to my colleagues a fair bit. Like we do support each other. We do have an employee assistance program as well. I do think that could be a bit better. It seems just a bit like it's been put there for the sake of it being there, if that makes sense. When you're doing your job, you got to make sure you got time for yourself, because if you don't make any time for yourself, then eventually you're not going to end up being able to actually cope with your job in the end, and then more and more people will just leave these types of jobs, and then the situation can just get worse. So I think if we all look after each other, especially when we're at work, then we'll all be good.